Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Naresh Mago with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls on industry and startups to emphasize on quality, sharing his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani. Mr. Modi says India's economy is progressing rapidly and the world is watching India. Prime Minister urges youth to register themselves as voters upon turning 18. President Droupadi Murmu presides over National Voters' Day function, says voting is not just a political expression but a reflection of citizens' faith in the democratic process. President Droupadi Murmu to address the nation this evening on the eve of 77th Republic Day. 982 personnel of police, fire, home guard and civil defence and correctional services awarded Gallantry and Service Medals on the occasion of Republic Day. In the United States, airlines cancel more than a third of scheduled flights as winter storm intensifies. And in cricket, the third 2020 between India and New Zealand to be played in Guwahati this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged the countrymen, especially the youth associated with industry and startups, to emphasize on quality. Sharing his thoughts in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani today, Mr. Modi said India's economy is progressing rapidly and the world is watching India. He called on people to resolve to improve the quality of whatever is manufactured in the country. He said excellence should be the benchmark. He added that only by doing this, the nation will be able to accelerate the journey towards a Vikasit Bharat.
आज मन की बात के माध्यम से मैं देशवासियों, विशेषकर इंडस्ट्री और स्टार्टअप से जुड़े युवाओं से एक आग्रह जरूर करना चाहता हूं। भारत की इकोनॉमी तेजी से आगे बढ़ रही है। भारत पर दुनिया की नजरें हैं। ऐसे समय में हम सब पर एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी भी है। आइए इस वर्ष हम पूरी ताकत से क्वालिटी को प्राथमिकता दें। हम सबका एक ही मंत्र हो, क्वालिटी, क्वालिटी और सिर्फ क्वालिटी। कल से आज बेहतर क्वालिटी। हम जो भी मैन्युफैक्चर कर रहे हैं उसकी क्वालिटी को बेहतर बनाने का संकल्प लें।
The Prime Minister said 10 years ago, in January 2016, the nation embarked upon an ambitious journey with the launch of Startup India. Mr. Modi said, today, India has become the third largest startups ecosystem in the world. On National Voters' Day, Mr. Modi said, a voter is the soul of democracy. He said whenever a young person becomes a voter for the first time, the entire neighborhood, village or city should come together to congratulate them and distribute sweets.
आज मतदाता दिवस पर मैं अपने युवा साथियों से फिर आग्रह करूंगा कि वे 18 साल का होने पर वोटर के रूप में खुद को जरूर रजिस्टर करें। संविधान ने हर नागरिक से जिस कर्तव्य भावना के पालन की अपेक्षा रखी है, इससे वो अपेक्षा भी पूरी होगी और भारत का लोकतंत्र भी मजबूत होगा।
Saying that the nation will celebrate Republic Day tomorrow, the Prime Minister said the Constitution came into effect on this very day and it gives people an opportunity to pay homage to the founding fathers of the Constitution.
कल 26 जनवरी को हम सभी गणतंत्र दिवस का पर्व मनाएंगे। इसी दिन हमारा संविधान लागू हुआ था। 26 जनवरी का ये दिन हमें अपने संविधान निर्माताओं को नमन करने का अवसर देता है।
Lauding the people of Azamgarh who've given a new life to the Tamsa River, Mr. Modi said, the Tamsa is not just a river, it is a life continuum of the cultural and spiritual heritage. He said this river, which crosses Ayodhya and merges with the Ganga, was once the life of the people of this region. Mr. Modi said, bhajans and kirtans have been the soul of Indian culture for centuries. He said today's youth have incorporated the spirit of devotion into their experiences and lifestyles.
ऐसा ही लग रहा है कि जैसे कोई बहुत बड़ा कॉन्सर्ट हो रहा है, लेकिन वहाँ जो गाया जा रहा होता है वो पूरी तन्मयता के साथ, पूरी लगन के साथ, पूरे लय के साथ भजन की गूंज। इस चलन को आज भजन क्लबिंग कहा जा रहा है और यह खास तौर पर जैन जी के बीच तेजी से लोकप्रिय हो रहा है। यह देखकर अच्छा लगता है कि इन आयोजनों में भजन की गरिमा और सुचिता का पूरा ध्यान रखा जाता है। भक्ति को हल्केपन में नहीं लिया जाता। न शब्दों की मर्यादा टूटती है और न ही भाव की।
Speaking about the Indian community in Malaysia, which is doing commendable work in preserving and promoting the essence of their culture, Mr. Modi said there are more than 500 Tamil schools in Malaysia, and in addition to teaching the Tamil language, the other subjects are also taught in Tamil. Along with Telugu and Punjabi, there's also a lot of focus on other Indian languages. He said Malaysia India Heritage Society last month organized the Lal Part Sari Iconic Walk. The Prime Minister said this sari has a special connection to the culture of Bengal. Mr. Modi mentioned Binoy Das of Cooch Behar, West Bengal, who has single-handedly worked to make the district green. He said more than 200 crore trees have been planted in the country so far under the Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign.
पर्यावरण संरक्षण की यही भावना आज बड़े स्तर पर भी दिखाई दे रही है। इसी सोच के साथ देश भर में एक पेड़ मां के नाम अभियान चलाया जा रहा है। इस अभियान से आज करोड़ों लोग जुड़ चुके हैं। अब तक देश में 200 करोड़ से ज्यादा पेड़ लगाए भी जा चुके हैं। ये बताता है कि पर्यावरण संरक्षण को लेकर अब लोग ज्यादा जागरूक हैं और किसी न किसी रूप में अपना योगदान देना चाहते हैं।
The Prime Minister said the India AI Impact Summit, which is going to be held next month, will highlight India's progress and achievements in the world of AI.
इस समिट में दुनिया भर से विशेषकर टेक्नोलॉजी के क्षेत्र से जुड़े एक्सपर्ट भारत आएंगे। यह सम्मेलन एआई की दुनिया में भारत की प्रगति और उपलब्धियों को भी सामने लाएगा। मैं इसमें शामिल होने वाले हर किसी का हृदय से अभिनंदन करता हूं।
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. President Droupadi Murmu today said that voting is not just a political expression, but a reflection of the citizens' faith in the country's democratic electoral process. Addressing the National Voters' Day program in New Delhi, the President said that voting also serves as a medium through which the citizens express their aspirations.
निर्वाचन आयोग द्वारा तय की गई इस वर्ष की थीम माई इंडिया माई वोट, इंडियन सिटीजन एट द हार्ट ऑफ इंडियन डेमोक्रेसी हमारे लोकतंत्र की भावना को व्यक्त करती है। साथ ही हमारे लोकतंत्र में मताधिकार के महत्व को भी रेखांकित करती है। मतदान केवल राजनैतिक अभिव्यक्ति नहीं है, ये निर्वाचन की लोकतांत्रिक प्रक्रिया में नागरिकों की आस्था का प्रतिबिंब है। ये प्रत्येक नागरिक द्वारा अपनी आकांक्षाओं को व्यक्त करने का माध्यम भी है।
In her address, the President highlighted India's chairship of the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, International IDEA.
ये प्रसन्नता की बात है कि इस वर्ष इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट फॉर डेमोक्रेसी एंड इलेक्टोरल असिस्टेंस के अध्यक्षता का अवसर भारत के निर्वाचन आयोग को दिया गया है। मुझे बताया गया है कि हाल ही में निर्वाचन आयोग द्वारा आयोजित एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन में 42 देशों के इलेक्शन मैनेजमेंट बॉडीज ने भागीदारी की तथा अन्य अनेक देशों के प्रतिनिधि भी शामिल हुए। इस प्रकार विश्व पटल पर हमारे लोकतंत्र की प्रतिष्ठा के अनुरूप भारत का निर्वाचन आयोग विश्व के अन्य ऐसे निर्वाचन संस्थानों को मार्गदर्शन प्रदान कर रही है।
President Droupadi Murmu also presented the Best Electoral Practices Awards in different categories, including effective use of technology, election management and logistics, innovative voter awareness, and implementation and enforcement of Model Code of Conduct, along with other special awards for the media. The News Services Division of Akashvani received the Media Award in the category of Electronic Radio for Best Campaign on Voters' Education Awareness for the year 2025. Rajiv Kumar Jain, Director General Akashvani, received the award from the President. The award recognizes Akashvani's contribution in promoting electoral participation and awareness about accessible elections. Union Law and Justice Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal, Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar, Election Commissioners Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu and Dr. Vivek Joshi were also present on the occasion. President Droupadi Murmu will address the nation on the eve of the 77th Republic Day this evening. The address will be broadcast from 7 p.m. on the entire national network of Akashvani and telecast over all channels of Doordarshan in Hindi, followed by the English version. Broadcast of the address in Hindi and English on Doordarshan will be followed by broadcast in regional languages by the regional channels of Doordarshan. Akashvani will broadcast the regional language versions from 9:30 p.m. onwards on its regional networks. On the occasion of the Republic Day, 982 personnel of police, fire, home guard and civil defense and correctional services have been awarded Gallantry and Service Medals. Out of them, 125 personnel have been awarded the Medal for Gallantry. The medal is awarded for rare, conspicuous act of gallantry in saving life, property, preventing crime or arresting criminals. Further, 101 distinguished personnel received the President's Medal for Distinguished Service and 756 personnel received the Medal for Meritorious Service. In the United States, thousands of flights have been cancelled as the winter storm intensified over the weekend. Officials warned that today could rank among the worst days for weather-related flight disruptions in the U.S. aviation history. American Airlines cancelled more than a third of their scheduled flights, according to airline and airport data. President Donald Trump has issued emergency declarations for several states as authorities continue to prepare for frigid colds which will sweep across the eastern two-thirds of the country. In Bangladesh, a 23-year-old Hindu mechanic was burned to death after miscreants allegedly set fire to the car repair workshop where he was sleeping late on January 23rd in Narsingdi town. It has triggered renewed criticism of Bangladesh's law and order situation under the Muhammad Yunus-led interim government. Police and eyewitnesses said the fire was deliberately lit from outside the shutter of the garage at Khanabari Mosque Market near the police lines. CCTV footage reportedly shows individuals setting fire before fleeing. In Hyderabad, 5 people were killed as fire engulfed in a furniture showroom at Nampalli. The fire, which broke out yesterday afternoon, was brought down to control today after a 22-hour rescue operation. Fire Director General Vikram Singh Mann stated today that the building lacked fire safety measures and chemical materials blocked the ramp, preventing people from escaping. In Odisha, thousands of devotees today thronged the Chandrabhaga beach near Konark in Puri district to take a holy dip and offer prayers to the sun god on the occasion of Magh Saptami. Pilgrims in large numbers assembled before sunrise to bathe in the sacred river and the nearby sea after witnessing the first rays of the sun, marking the annual Magh Mela. In sports, in cricket, the third 2020 match between India and New Zealand will be played at the ACA Stadium in Guwahati today. The match will start at 7 in the evening. India lead the 5-match series 2-0, and a win in this game will secure the series for India. The International Cricket Council (ICC) has officially announced that Scotland will replace Bangladesh in Group C of the T20 World Cup, which will be hosted by India and Sri Lanka from February 7 onwards. ICC Chief Executive Sanjog Gupta informed member boards of the decision in a formal letter stating that Bangladesh's demands to shift their scheduled matches away from India were not in accordance with the ICC policy. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls on industry and startups to emphasize on quality, sharing his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani. Mr. Modi says India's economy is progressing rapidly and the world is watching India. Prime Minister urges youth to register themselves as voters upon turning 18. President Droupadi Murmu presides over National Voters' Day function, says voting is not just a political expression but a reflection of citizens' faith in the democratic process. President Droupadi Murmu to address the nation this evening on the eve of 77th Republic Day. 982 personnel of police, fire, home guard and civil defense and correctional services awarded Gallantry and Service Medals on the occasion of Republic Day. In the United States, airlines cancel more than a third of scheduled flights as winter storm intensifies. And in cricket, the third 2020 between India and New Zealand to be played in Guwahati this evening. And with that, we end the midday news.